like to go ahead and call the meeting to order.
Okay,
Is there a
then
second?
ask for the adoption of agenda.
Yeah. And then can we go ahead and adopt the agenda? Or I need somebody to make a
I make a
motion.
motion. I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Okay. I would-
Somebody needs to second it.
Yeah. Need a second, somebody.
Ashley, can you second it? Second the motion?
Commissioner Jacobs or Commissioner Miller, can you second the motion to
I
adopt the
second the
agenda?
motion. This is Commissioner Jacobs. I second the motion.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller.
Yeah.
Motion approved, agenda adopted.
All right. Now I've lost, I don't know what's going on here. I've lost everything. Hold on. There we are. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Something weird came up. All right. So we need a resolution, and I'm going to read it. And then after that, once we second it, we can have discussion. If I'm not mistaken, right, Lawrence?
That's correct.
And then we can take a vote if that's what the board wants to do, and then take it from there. Okay. So I need action on a resolution authorizing the purchase of real property and equipment through the execution and delivery of an agreement for the purchase and sale of real property and other matters relating to the attachment, which we won't mention the name of that facility on this call. Do I have a second? We just need a second to discuss it right now. It can be, we can either vote on it or not. I need somebody to make that motion in a second, please. Hello?
Do we need a second?
We need a second to discuss it. We're not voting.
I make a sec. I make a section.
Or you need to say so moved, and then we need a second, I guess, right? Lawrence?
Okay. So moved.
That's correct.
All right.
So moved.
Hamilton, since we can hear you.
Second.
Thank you. Okay. Then Ashley, you gonna call roll?
Yes, Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller.
Yeah.
Motion approved.
Okay. So let me just start off the discussion. Like I said, we're not going to mention the name of the facility on this call. It's a public meeting. And I think that everybody's been given the pro formas that we have done. They were done on a very, very conservative manner. And what we are asking for on this, just to be clear, we've done pro formas, and over the next 90 days, as a group, we can get more into the details of those. But we want to go into contracts so that we can start inspecting the facility to make sure that there's not any hidden issues that would throw the pro formas out of whack, if you will, or would it necessitate changing the price? And all those are items that we can discuss in the future. We've been given amount of money to put down towards this item, with the remainder, the contract states that y'all have seen that we won't be able to purchase it unless we do get the money. So really, the only out of money pocket cost we would have would be for the inspection of the facility. So at this time, which we can have working, you can get into the details, everybody here individually or as a group with Ryan and uh, Mr. Lewis to discuss this as time goes on. So this is purely so we don't run out of time for this facility that we are being offered the money for. So those are my comments.
Hi, this is Commissioner Miller. What is the estimated cost for the inspections that would need to happen over the next few weeks? Do we have an estimate for those?
I think it's going to take a couple months, and I'll defer to Ryan and Taurus, but I would assume that it's going to be somewhere, this is my opinion, probably in the $5,000 range, maybe 10 on the outside, but I don't know if it'll be that much. I'm not sure yet.
This is Taurus, Commissioner Miller. I'm not thinking it should be no more $25,000 to $7,000 to do what we need to do.
I'll go ahead and chime in as well. Those estimates are fairly accurate in terms of what we've seen from prior experiences. They should come in between 5,000 and 7,500.
Okay. Can you tell us? Can you tell us what they were making for the last couple of years, Ryan?
I mean, I think that when we do, I don't know if Lawrence and Taurus are on this call, and maybe I'm, just to, I think for purposes that should be done in executive session.
Right.
You know,
The question, yeah,
just
should
don't-
be asked now.
about other people's financials right now, even though we have not disclosed who it is, Ashley. But I think that what we need to do is schedule some accounting work sessions, whether you go over there individually or as a group, to go through the financials with a fine tooth comb. But my opinion is, I just want authorization to get it under contract to try to get the ball rolling to, like I said, get to that point. But I think we need to be careful on what we talk about in public right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, the most important thing at this time, we really need to get up on a contract so we can start doing our due diligence on the facility. Going into contract is not a guarantee that we will make a purchase. It just allows us to start our due diligence on this facility. So the sooner we can do this, the better we can bring something back to you all as a board to let you know, yeah, nay, how we need to move forward with it. But time is kind of the essence right now. We really need to get on the contract and get this done.
I want to say is I would highly encourage each and every board member, even though we're not all on here today, is to go sit down with Ryan and Taurus over the next 30 days, 45 days. That would be my advice.
This is Commissioner Miller. I did that earlier with Ryan, and just from what we discussed, I don't feel comfortable moving forward with due diligence at this time.
Okay. Why is that though?
Do you say why?
Yes. I mean,
Okay. Because it's a financial report.
Pardon?
Ashley, can you make a list of your questions and discuss it with Ryan and Taurus and Rob Lapine at a later date. This is an open call meeting, and we shouldn't even be discussing it in detail right now.
Then why are we voting on something if we
We're
haven't
just trying to get a
discussed it yet?
contract started. We're not buying it anything right now.
But we're going to spend $7,000
So Ashley, we're also
in
going
due
to be,
diligence.
Ashley, we're also, if you remember from the meetings, have a sizable amount of money that is being put down that we're going to be earning interest on that will far outweigh the cost of the due diligence.
Okay. I don't feel comfortable voting for it today.
Okay. Is there any other questions?
Is Chris on the line?
No.
Oh, wow. So we still need another person
No, we
to
don't.
approve it.
Here.
All right, Lawrence, what's the advice?
Well, Hamilton is on, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you need a, obviously you've got a quorum. You need a 3-1 vote in order for this to pass. So if y'all want to call the question and y'all are ready to proceed, you can certainly do that. With respect to the terms of the purchase and sale agreement, it's obviously conditional on funding being made available from other sources. And as the chairman alluded to a second ago, this is the opportunity for you to continue to inspect and provide for your diligence. The limiting factor is that we're running out of time. If we delay or we wait for additional financial information for a diligence standpoint, we have this hard deadline of June the 1st as the date by which all of our diligence is to be completed under the current terms of the agreement. And that's a condition of the counterparty. And so my advice would be if there's still an interest to move forward with this, we need an action item to move forward and approve the purchase and sale agreement so that we can continue our diligence. If that's not the board's will, then we need to make some decisions on that. And that may be something that we need to convene an executive session to discuss separately.
All right, can somebody call the question, please?
Hello, Rob?
I just need somebody to call the
Hello?
question, you vote on it.
You gonna call the vote on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hold on one second. So Lawrence, just so I'm clear, this is only to continue, and this is Commissioner Jacob, this is only to continue the due diligence process. This is nothing final. This is only to continue this process to see whether we want to move forward at a later time, correct?
It's a little more formal than that. So the resolution approves and authorizes the execution and delivery of a formal purchase and sale agreement with the counterparty. And so we would have a commitment to purchase that property if the funding comes through and we do not elect by the June 1st deadline to walk away. So there is a purchase commitment, but that purchase commitment is subject to our own internal due diligence and all of those items that we previously discussed in our last meeting, and the availability of alternative funding from the requested sources that we've requested. Obviously, it would not come from RCRC fund balance. It's an express condition of the purchase and sale agreement that funding would need to be secured from other sources.
Yeah.
But I do want to put it, you would be entering into a binding purchase and sale agreement. You have ways to get out of it like you would in any other purchase and sale agreement if you perform your diligence.
Like,
Can I add?
we don't like the environment, or if there's a crack in the pool that we don't like, we would have a right to terminate the contract.
Correct. Without
And get
penalty.
it back from the down payment and return it to the proper authority. And we would have earned interest on that money to help fund and source the diligence at that, that should end up actually probably better, if I'm not mistaken. With that
But-
said, Go ahead.
But in essence, my vote today is a vote for yes for future processes, correct?
Correct.
Yes, today's decision does not obligate you to purchase this property, but it certainly
Thank
permits
you.
the process to move forward.
Just from talking to Ryan earlier, I can't say yes going forward for the financials that I caught and saw.
This was discussed in the last meeting thoroughly, but it was in executive session.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Ashley's, can we just take a vote and then, I think that. Pardon?
I'm losing you. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello? Okay, I'll make sure.
You were saying something and I lost you.
What?
Hamilton, are you there?
That wasn't me. That was someone else talking. That wasn't me. But I will say this. I would like, once we take the vote, I'm gonna make my decision when we take the vote. But I do want on the record that one of my top priorities, and I've already spoken with both you, Rob, and Taurus, is making sure that we ensure that Hopkins is taken care of. So I do want that on the record.
That's on the record.
We can't discuss anything that's not on the agenda. That Hopkins is not on this agenda.
We're not discussing that. I said I want it on the record.
No,
so that's not a discussion.
You can't. Well, you need to read. We can only discuss what's on this agenda, not bring up another project, which is Hopkins.
We're not discussing it.
So if y'all have issues with that, you just brought it up.
But we're not discussing it because I want it on the record.
We cannot discuss it. We can't put it on the record because it's not on the agenda. We can only discuss what's on this agenda.
It's not a discussion.
Okay, do you understand that?
It is
a discussion when you're trying to hold us hostage. Yes, it is because you brought up another subject. Hopkins schools cannot be mentioned on this agenda.
I tell you what, then. I don't feel comfortable moving forward until one thing is done. Thank you.
All right. Hamilton.
I'm still here.
Just so you know, this funding was given to us by the state for one specific issue.
No, I understand that, and I was clear. I was clear on that, and I did not have a problem.
I think
until Ms. Lindsay said what she said. I had no problem until she said what she said.
I'm just saying every commissioner here should be looking out for the best interest of their community and Richland County as a whole. And I want to say that I would not want Ryan Enzana, Horace Lewis, Rob Lepine, Hamilton, Jacobs, Ashley Miller, Gonzetta Lindsay, Chris Anderson, or James Mobley signing off on something that would not be good for the citizens of Richland County. Now, we have a major need for a park in Northeast Columbia. We've been given a gift of a lot of money, as we know, and there is becoming a huge demand with Scout and other groups in the area that are dying to use this park, community center, park, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of test land And there's a lot of ways to generate revenue that has not been discussed, and also to reduce expenses of this property in the past. There's also ways to go out, Commissioner Jacobs and Miller, to go out and get money as part of this deal to set aside to help cover should the property lose money. Okay, to help in that deficit. What we can get into as we go through the financials, but we have to get started with the diligence. That's all I'm asking for. As far as your area, Commissioner Jacobs, I hear what you're saying. I agree. As you know, I think everybody on this board has been more than, I think, happy, in my opinion, to help out Hopkins, as you know, and we're helping with the pool. And we know that we're working on a destination park for the lower Richland area. So,
Rob, listen, I understand
Yes.
everything that you're saying, and I had no issue. I just wanted my concern. I just wanted that on the record. That was all. It was nothing that had to be discussed. But
That's what I'm saying
someone
is I don't know.
on this
That's
board.
fine.
But I understand everything you said, and I'm all for doing what's right for all the citizens of Richland County. But someone on this board took it in their hands to take it a step further than what it had to be. I was okay. I just wanted to make sure that that was known, so my citizens and the people that I represent know that I'm still fighting for them before we do something else. That was simple. That was all. It didn't have to be a discussion. We didn't even have to do all of that.
I'll tell you what.
All this
If
was
you don't-
unnecessary.
Okay. I'm just telling you that I've done this for a long time, and we don't need to have this board. And while I'm chairman, I don't want to have the dysfunction that we're displaying here, and all of us need to be better than that, all of us. And if we don't want to vote for it right now, Hamilton, then we want to table it until 2 weeks, to give Commissioner Miller either some more time.
I'm not going to stifle the betterment of our community for one person. I'm not going to do that for one person, but I meant what I said.
Okay.
I'm not going to stifle the betterment of the community
I
for
don't
one
like when
person.
everybody argues, and it's just life's too short for all of us because we're all.
It didn't have to be that. It didn't have to be that. So let's move forward with the meeting. I'm not going to stifle the betterment of the community for one person, but I meant what I said.
Can we call this and call it to call ask the question and let's vote and move on. Okay? I need you to do it or somebody. Can you call the question, please?
I am so disappointed. I don't know what to. I think we need to vote on it and just put that on record.
You need to
because
call
all of this discussion, huh?
Just call it to the question.
Hey guys, I actually have to jump off. I can't listen to this anymore. I'm so sorry. I can't listen to everyone arguing anymore. It's 12:50 and I actually have another appointment that I have to jump off to.
Actually we all do. Can we vote?
I am not
For the record, can you vote? Ashley, for the record, can you please vote?
For the record, I am not for moving forward. I think it's a financially bad decision for Richland County, and I just from what I've seen, I do not think it is a good financial decision for Richland County to purchase that and move forward with it.
Rob, can we just vote to be on record, please?
Ashley, I think that your vote is no. But we have to.
If Ashley leaves the meeting, we lose a quorum.
Yeah.
So we can't call a question.
Okay.
He's still there. All right, she's gone. I guess.
Yes, she's gone.
All right.
Okay.
Meeting is
Okay.
over.
Yeah, that's just an immediate adjournment.
All right. I'm out.
Okay, thanks, guys.